So sCrypt is a TypeScript framework for writing smart contract on Bitcoin SB. As you all know, what is blockchain? A smart contract is all decentralized application use a smart contract. It is the one that specifies and tells how a certain decentralized app will behave. So the smart contract is the one that is controlling the behavior of any decentralized blockchain app. So in our today's topic, we are going to talk about how does Bitcoin smart contract work, and we are going to also talk about how sCrypt work and how to install all the prerequisites to start writing smart contract on Bitcoin. But can you see my screen? I'm on the browser now.
Yeah.
Are you
Yes, sir, we can see your browser.
Yeah, thank you. So this is an official website of sCrypt. So if you are not registered with sCrypt, you have to register with sCrypt. And the reason why I'm advising you to register, because you will get your own API key, and the API key you will use it to use sCrypt services, which is very more important, which you will understand it later. But you have to register and get your own testnet and mainnet API key. So the Bitcoin is a blockchain, as we already know. So in this case, BSB is a blockchain that is maintaining the original protocol of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin smart contracts are based on some model which are called UTXO model. So let me show you what is UTXO model so that you understand it. And this is the founder and the CEO of sCrypt. He is the one that makes smart contract possible on Bitcoin. So this UTXO model is what sCrypt Bitcoin use for writing smart contract. So this model use what we call an output, and this output, when spent, is destroyed. So it works like a Boolean expression of f of x. If x turns to true, then it passed, otherwise it failed. So let me explain it in the way so that you understand what is UTXO model. UTXO stands for unspent transaction output. The unspent transaction output is a output that you can only use it when you have a valid signature, and it uses ECDSA signature, which that ECDSA means elective cap digital signature algorithm. So in fact, UTXO, for example, now I'm sending you some Bitcoin. So this one is the first transaction and this one is the second transaction. So if I have a Bitcoin, I have only this. Understand? So when I send it to you, I'm sending you this and also placing your public key on top of the output. So when I send it to you, you can only use it or send it to someone by providing the valid key. This is the key. This is the input and this is the output. So when I send you some Bitcoin, I place the Bitcoin in the output. So when you have the correct input, so you can spend the output. So in this case, this Bitcoin is at this output, and this one cannot spend this output unless if it has a valid input. So usually a public key is like an account number, while a private key is like a password. So which we use that password to authenticate and sign that output. This is how it works. So this is what makes a smart contract on Bitcoin to be more scalable. So BSB blockchain is more scalable with this UTXO model. I hope that you understand what is UTXO model. Before we go further, if you have any question about UTXO, please ask. Feel free to interrupt me at any time so that the class will be interactive. Do you have any question to ask about UTXO? If there is any question, let's go. So then the UTXO model uses some locking and unlocking script.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello, I can hear you.
Please, I'm just joining. Can you please just give a brief recap so that we can follow along too, please? Thank you.
I'm recording the video. I will share it later.
Oh, all right, all right. That's good. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. So, as we talk about UTXO model, I told you that it consists of some input and output. And when I'm sending you some Bitcoin, I'm placing the Bitcoin in your output. And you can only lock it and send it to someone when you provide a valid signature. That means the input. So in the code, there is what we call locking and unlocking script. The locking script defines the condition that you must satisfy in order to unlock that output. So this is a demo contract. This is an olden script. It's not the modern one. So I'm just giving you an example with this one. So this contract says that a number X is a locking script, and you can only unlock this coin when you provide the correct number. So I will place a number, for example, now I will choose 5, unlock it. And you can only unlock it by providing the number I have provided unlock. So when my number and your number are equal, then you can unlock it. So this place here is unlocking script, is the argument that you will provide in order to unlock this my condition. So this is the condition. I'm saying that if this is equal to this, if this x is equal to this dot x, then this dot x is my x, and this x is yours. So when my number and your number are equal, then you can take this one. So this is your input. So you are providing the correct argument, then you can unlock the output. So that's why I say it is like a function that turns to true. It's like a Boolean expression. So the smart contract is like a Boolean expression. It must satisfy all the conditions in the locking script. I hope you understand what is a locking and unlocking script and the UTXO model at all. You have any problem or any question regarding the UTXO and the locking and unlocking script? Feel free to ask and interrupt me at any time. Its transaction in the green is the input and the red is the output, and the transaction in the right is pending the transaction in the left. So the locking script is regarded as a Boolean function, for example in this case f, and if it returns this x to true, then you can unlock it. Otherwise you cannot unlock it. It's like a Boolean expression. That's it. So let's move on to a script. Since we now know what model does Bitcoin use, let's move to a script. So how a script work? So a script is a high level language to be compiled into Bitcoin script. So before Dr. Shaway invented an script, we are using Bitcoin script to write smart contract on Bitcoin SB, which is like low level language. It is very difficult to understand. So thank God that we now have a script. We can simply and easily write our smart contract. So what this script does is when you write your contract on high level language, it compile it into Bitcoin script so that you can communicate with the blockchain. That's all. So when you visit the official website, make sure you register with it, and you can check. Hello? Then move to documentation, docs. Then let's move to installation. This is documentation. Please, Mike. Then you will learn a lot in the docs. You learn how to write the contract. You learn about script context, stateful contract, built-ins. You will learn how to So you will learn how to deploy and call the contract. You will learn how to test it, debug it, and how to integrate it with the front end. Please, Mike. So let's move on to installation. So for you to
I can't see your screen again, sir.
you cannot see it now.
I don't know if it's only me, but I can't see your screen.
Hello, can you see my screen?
Yeah, that is what. No, no,
You are seeing it.
no. You can't see it.
Okay, I'm sorry. So let me now.
You can go ahead. Yes,
Okay. Please, Mike.
Mr. Collins,
Mike.
my channel.
Mike. So you need to install some prerequisite for it to allow you to start writing smart contract on Bitcoin SB. First of all, you will need Node.js, and this Node.js must be version 16 or higher. So,
Excuse me, sir.
I can hear
Please,
you.
Mr. Collins, my channel. You should unshare your screen, please.
Okay,
Collins, my channel is sharing his screen.
no
Let
problem.
him share the screen.
No, just Mike, please. So you will get it by clicking on this link here. So if you click here, it will take you to this place. If you are using Windows, you install for Windows. If you are using Mac, you install for Mac, and if you are using Linux, you also install for it. So this is it. It depends on your machine. So after that, you need to install Git. Don't forget that the Node.js must be version 16 or higher. Then Git, you must install it too. You install it. After installing it, you will install the CLI. There is what we call CLI, and this sCrypt CLI allow you to create, compile, and publish your smart contract, and you can only install it by. Can you see my terminal?
No.
Okay, leave him.
Now, I can see your command prompt.
Can you see command prompt?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm on that command prompt. So this command prompt, you install the CLI by writing npm install -g, which means global script CLI. So if you run this, it will allow you to install the CLI on your machine, and after installing the CLI, you will need to create a project for you to start writing smart contract. Then for you to create the project, then npx script -CLI project. Then my project, let me say
Hello, sir.
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, is it possible to record this class?
Yes, I'm recording it. I will share it later.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Then script, let me say the project name is script.ts. If you run it, it will create a project on desktop, and the project name will be script.ts. So name and the project will be created. You see, the project script.ts was created successfully. Then enter into the directory by writing script.ts. Yeah, so that's it. Then let me show you how the project is structured, and let me show you. Can you see the BS code?
Yes.
Yes, we see.
So this is, you see it now. Can you see the BS code?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
So this is a counter contract, and this contract will keep on counting a number. If you are calling the function, it will be updated. For example, now the number will be set, the count will be set to 0. When you call the function, the increment, it will add 1. If you call it, it will add again, and it will be deployed on chain. And if you call the decrement function, it will be subtracting the number by 1. And if you call the reset option, it will set the value to be 0. So this is how the project is like. If you look at this sidebar, you'll see the contract name is counter, and there is a directory called source, and inside that source there is contract, and inside that contract you will see the counter, and this is the contract. And you know that a contract is something that has to do with financial, because it is a blockchain, and every interaction with the blockchain is a transaction. So we have to test the contract for it to work as expected. So there is a local test, and after the local test there is a test net. So this is the local test. I have read it for it, and let me show you how it works, and you can even deploy it here. So this is what this contract literally do, and let me run the test for the local and see how it looks. And this class is mainly for you to know what is UTXO model and how sCrypt actually works with the blockchain, and how to install all the necessary things for you to start writing smart contract on Bitcoin SB. So I think I have to stop here, so that in our next class we will see how to write the contract and how to test it. So I'm now testing the contract on local test, you see, and it passed all the tests. The function increment has passed, the reset function has passed, and the decrement function too has passed. So we explain about all this in detail in our next class. I hope that you understand what we have did, and if you have any question, please feel free to ask, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to interrupt me. I'm here for you. Do you have any question, please? Hello?
No question.
Do you have any question?
Okay, I think I have a question. Okay, well, will I say it's a question?